Thank you very much, Mr. Gautam. Respected Shri Purty, former Coal Secretary on the dais, other distinguished guests on the dais, the distinguished audience, it's been my proud privilege to be with you. And the good words and the kind words of what Mr. Gautam has spoken, well, it was too much. I don't think I deserve all that. I am here. This is my first posting on the Eastern Zone, and I consider it my privilege to head a very, very historic railway. Well, before I come to the topic, as the number of speakers before me have already covered many things comprehensively, so let me just first two quick, interesting aspects of history of the railways. The East India Company came through the gateway. This Kolkata was the gateway of the East Indian Railway, East India Company. But then why the first train ran between Bombay and Thane? Why? Because that is a historic fact which most of us don't know. For example, another one, parallelly, most of us are engineers over here or having a mathematics background. We all have leveraged Newton-Raphson method of finding the square roots. What is peculiar about it? So let us answer both these questions. The first train had to run from Hooghly to Raniganj, but the ship which was bringing the rolling stock sank. But there was a parallel ship which was going towards the west coast. It reached Bombay, and that's why the first train ran over there. And 1854, but the course of history changed just because of this one particular thing. Newton-Raphson method of finding square roots. The peculiar and the most interesting fact is that Newton stole it from Raphson. Raphson has actually found it out around 10, 15 years ago, but Newton stole it. But to give credit to Raphson, you see, he launched it as a Newton-Raphson method. So with this two anecdotes, let us go to the 1 billion logistical challenge. So let me first assure you, because I will cruise through the presentation and I will share this presentation. My colleague is here, Mr. Naveen Chandra, who is the head of the freight and passenger transportation of the Eastern Railway. So it is his work, and he should get the credit. He deserves all credit. As a ceremonial head, I am presenting it on his behalf. What should wait? The coal should wait for the rake, or the rake should wait for the coal? The answer is very simple. The rake should be waiting for the coal. And I can assure you, the Indian Railways is working on that ethos only. The rake will always be moving for the coal. And today on the Eastern also, my perennial complaint, and even when I met Mr. Tiwari, I only requested him, boss, ECL ka kuch karo, production badhao. Otherwise, you see, these 4 months are there, which is the busy season. We will be missing out on our target. So my, again, humble request to CIL, to my friend and my colleague, Mr. Agrawal, and also Mr. Tiwari, our partners in this game of, you see, coal production and coal movement. Please increase the production. We are there. Please improve the methods of evacuation. Please improve the production methods, that the vagaries of the weather, the incessant rain in this area, that shouldn't affect our movement, our production, our evacuation, and our transportation. That is in the nutshell. As far as railways is concerned, the coal transportation always assumes the highest priority because it has been a cash cow for Indian Railways, shall continue to be a cash cow for the Indian Railways for decades. And we are committed to it. We have taken a number of steps for augmenting the infrastructure to carry coal. As you will see in the presentation, I have listed out so many projects which have been commissioned in the recent past, so many more in the pipeline, and with honorable PM's launching of the project Gati Shakti, the multimodal seamless movement of various commodities. Coal is one of them. And with this project, I am sure the coal movement will gain even more fillip, and there won't be any kind of shortage of rakes. I can assure you of that. Finally, the mode of transportation should be the one which should cost least to the nation. The least cost, resource cost to the nation should be chosen as the mode of transportation or the multi-mode of transportation. With this, let us go through the presentation. Next. The largest producer, second largest producer and consumer of coal, India, after China. And high demand and poor average quality, we also import a lot of coal. Next. One of the largest consumer of coal also. I think I am not able to read it from there, so I'll just see over here. And the second largest importer after China. Let us see the global scenario of the electricity production. Next. Trend is that the thermal fuel consumption is reducing, but still it will be substantial for the country, and all over the world this is the trend which we are seeing. Next. The electricity sector is the largest consumer. Almost 65% of the total coal consumed is for the powerhouses. And then the other significant consumers would include the steel and washeries, cement, fertilizer, and chemicals. Next. Now you could see the mode-wise breakup of the electricity production. And you see the renewable energy sources are almost now reached 50% of the coal-produced electricity. And it is going to rise in the times to come because of the climate concerns. Next. So, 2020, the production was 602 million ton, and we are aiming that it will be 1 billion ton by 23-24, which is a very ambitious target. So what the railways is doing? The railways is doing, we have a national rail plan, we already have it. And year-wise, you see, we are increasing our rolling stock, that is the wagons. So the more number of wagons, the more wagons will be available for coal movement, but at the same time, we are also looking at the terminal efficiency, we are also looking at the mobility, and these two factors are improving our wagon turnaround. The wagon turnaround is a term which is used in railways, that if a wagon is loaded today, when it will be available for the next loading. And over a period of time, we have improved it from, in the last 10 years, from 6 days to almost 4.5 days. What does that mean? That means we need less wagons to carry the same amount of traffic. Our network will be more mobile, no congestions, and it will be a very efficient transportation, and the cost of logistics will also come down. The logistics cost on an average in India is about 13% of the total transportation, of the total cost of you see from the production to the consumer. 13% he spends on the logistics, just the transportation. Whereas in the other developed economies, it is something like in single digit, 4 to 5%. And this PM's vision for Gati Shakti is to reduce this logistics cost. This also gives you the percentages of how the coal is being evacuated. Railways still holds the largest share, 60%. Next. The development of coal loading infrastructure, as Mr. Tiwari was also mentioning, silos, rapid loading system, From the railway side, we are encouraging private siding development, silos to railway main line, rail come sea movement also of coal, that also we are looking at it, but there are infrastructural constraints over there also. A speaker had mentioned about that our trains are able to carry only about 4,000 tons of coal, whereas in other countries it is about 11,000 tons of coal in Queensland. I have seen it myself. But to increase the payload, Railways is taking steps. We have increased our axle load from 20.32 to 22.8, now to 25 tons. But implementation will be gradual because infrastructural upgradation will take a lot of time. The second is that long haul trains. The long haul trains also, they will require the increase in loop lengths, which again will be a time consuming. So therefore we have come up with a dedicated freight corridor project. And that is going, now it has been accelerated, and it will bring a lot of rich dividends to the coal industry as well as to the industry as a whole, which is dependent upon the Indian Railways for transportation. Next. This is about the CIL offtake and rail dispatch. About 56.4% is our rail coefficient at present. Next. IR coal loading share, I have already mentioned. It is about, of the total loading, what we do, 47% is coal. And in the revenue terms also, it's about 46% we earn from the coal transportation. Next. Next. Imported coal, you are seeing that it is also significant quantity. The lead of the coal is reducing. Why? Because so many speakers have already mentioned they are already thinking of moving power instead of the rakes, instead of the coal. And therefore, the power plants which are coming near the pit head have resulted in reducing the lead. The net ton